If you supported any of the current things you see in front of you now, then you don't have much right to complain about the rising costs because you encouraged it. You just sat back and watched as the funding for these things, these current things, these woke things, ruined our economy, destroyed it. The cost of lockdown was so great, the Chancellor, Rishi Sunak, had to print more money, give it away to people for free. He won't get some of that back. When I say he, I meant we, the taxpayer. And of course, printing more money causes inflation to rise. And the value of pound sterling to fucking plummet. And businesses closed, people lost their jobs, all because they had to stay at home for nearly 2 years. Because politicians and the authorities in general bent over backwards to satisfy your screeching, self-righteous whims. And you ought to be fucking ashamed, you really should. And then there's the current thing. Now, the UK is facing a really harsh winter. And all the rising bills, every one of them, have been blamed on the conflict in the blue and yellow country. I can't say the name of that country because of the YouTube algorithm. And it isn't positive. And there's nothing positive to say about that conflict anyway. Even the Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, has said, our financial suffering is worth it because of what... my God, I don't even know what to say about this. It's just ludicrous. He literally gave away millions of taxpayers' money to fund Zelensky, who, by the way, last month finished a photo shoot with Vogue magazine, him and his wife. And all because this country got involved in something that had absolutely nothing to do with us. Great Britain should have been neutral from the start. So while you are looking at the prospect of losing your job, having to consider whether to pay for food or electricity or your rent, not all of them, or perhaps your business is going to go broke because the electric bill, the fuel bill is just too much. This country is looking at losing at least half of our pubs by Christmas. But it's all worth it, isn't it? Because we're supporting the current thing against evil Putin. I mean, what a mess. We're getting a new Prime Minister soon. The best thing they could do is withdraw all aid to the blue and yellow country, stop sending Zelensky millions of our taxpayers' money, funding their war effort, buying weapons, giving them weapons, anything whatsoever, anything. Just stay well clear and have a neutral stance. Don't get involved. Unless, of course, he really does attack a NATO country. And then, of course, we have obligations because NATO, remember, an attack on one is an attack on all, and we're part of that. But the blue and yellow country isn't, and Zelensky is desperately trying to get everyone involved and start World War III. And then imagine the price hikes then. The West is going to go to hell in a handcart. Now, if you're one of these idiots who thinks that Brexit is the cause of this cost of living crisis, then you are wrong, as usual. Because energy prices, everything is going up all over Europe as well. So you can put that to bed immediately. So if you supported the lockdown and you support our involvement in the blue and yellow country, then you clearly support the cost of it all and the ruination of this country's economy, the suffering of the people, the taxpayers, the businesses, the elderly, the kids, simply because you're a fucking left-wing, self-righteous douchebag. My God, the left in this country and elsewhere, they need their heads checked. They really do. And if you're a lefty and you supported this nonsense, then, help yourself. Do something. Go and find a field with a horse in it. Stand behind that horse and pray that fucker kicks you in the head and makes your brain right. There's your only hope, folks. It really is. If you're a lefty, then you're mental. You really are mental. Anyway, that's my video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Am I right in saying that the people who supported the current things really should have no right to complain about rising costs? Please let me know, and until the next time, take care of yourselves, and Roger Trout.